The Infected Blood inquiry has heard from its first victim, who tearfully recalled how he was given a year to live after contracting HIV. Derek Martindale is one of 25,000 people given blood infected by hepatitis C and HIV back in the 70s and 80s, thousands of whom have since died. The inquiry into what the Prime Minister called a tragedy is expected to take more than 2 years, as Sally Biddulph reports.
Victims, family and friends arrive for the first day of the public inquiry into the NHS contaminated blood scandal. Survivors like Jackie Britton, who needed a blood transfusion a few days after giving birth. It was infected with hepatitis C, something she only discovered 30 years later.
2011 I became so unwell. I was just sleeping all of the time, continually feeling nauseous. I went to the doctors thinking that they say you're coming up to 50, stress, lose some weight, and they did a run blood test and I had a phone call at home to say there's a problem with your liver.
Jackie now has cirrhosis of the liver and she's not hopeful she'll make it to 60. She's one of 25,000 people given blood infected with hepatitis C and HIV in the 70s and 80s. Nearly 3,000 people have since died, and support groups estimate victims are still dying every 4 days. There have been 2 previous inquiries branded a whitewash by campaigners. This one will be more extensive, hearing witness statements from 2,500 people.
For many, making a statement has been, and for some it yet will be, an act of bravery. And I'd like to acknowledge that publicly here and now. It may have stirred up, and it may yet stir up, distressing memories.
Derek Martindale was the first to take that step. As haemophiliacs, he and his brother were given infected blood as part of their treatment as children. Derek survived. His brother did not.
He knew he was dying. He knew he had AIDS and that he didn't have long to live. And he just wanted to talk. He wanted to talk about this, talk about his fears, how scared he was. But I couldn't. It was too close to home for me.
The inquiry is due to last at least 2 years and will travel around the country to hear from witnesses. Sally Biddulph, ITV News.
Well, correspondent Juliet Bremner joins me now from the inquiry. Juliet, it's so upsetting to hear Derek Martindale speaking there. What are the families hoping to achieve now?
Well, he, like everybody here, feels that they have been the forgotten voices of a medical scandal that's been going on for at least 2 decades. And finally, they're getting their chance to have their voices heard. They are also obviously wanting to hear some answers to fundamental questions, such as why they weren't warned about the risks of them being given these clotting agents and these blood products. They also want to know if anybody was involved in a cover-up. All this will come, hopefully, over the next 2 years, as Sally was saying. But we have to realise just how many people this involves. Official figures say it's at least 2,000, but many people here believe it could be anything up to 6,000. Just in the time we've been waiting for this inquiry to start, and that's since 2017, another 150 people have died. And we've got this hepatitis C emerging scandal. It's now known that there are many people out there who've been infected and have hepatitis C who simply don't know about it yet.
Juliet Bremner, thank you.